Then so let's talk real quickly about the new stuff that you announced not that long ago.
Yeah,
right? Is that the RX
V6A,
line?
RX V6A, right? And
Yeah,
the
RX
4A.
Yeah, RXB and 6 and RXB 4. And so, they're replacements to add to the middle of the line. They're $599 and $499, I think. You'll see it online. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Trying to pull it up. I'll pull it up. Yeah.
Yeah, and these are replacement. And when you look at them, they are different looking than what we've done in the past. Historically, about every 10 years, we do a remake or redo of our entire receiver lineup. And, the reason for that is it has to get better. So you come out with a new platform, you build your power supplies, you build a new video board layout that you're going to use for a while, the custom stuff for Zone 2 and Zone 3, you build that all structured the way you like. And then every year you evolve it. You add more things to it. You add better processing, you add more key features or something like that. But after about 7, 8, 9, 10 years, it gets really hard to keep modifying an existing platform. It just comes to a point, I was telling someone earlier today, it's like doing a room addition on your house. Okay, you move in the house, you live there a while, have a couple of kids, you do a room addition. Then you do another room addition. Then you do another room addition. And after 6 or 7 room additions to that original little house, it probably is time to go buy another piece of property and start from scratch, and then we can start building on that. So it's kind of that same mindset there. Yeah. So this is what it looks like. This is the V4.
This is the 4, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this is the 5-channel one.
Yeah, this is a 5-channel. It's Wi-Fi. It's music cast, so it's part of our multi-room audio ecosystem. And one of the things that we did is we wanted to try to soften the black box look. If you look, and even when I'm watching movies online, I see an AV receiver in the background. Sometimes I have to look, and sometimes I don't catch it on the first glance of what brand it is even. I'm thinking, hey, that almost looks like mine. Then the shot goes away. But especially, when you see stuff, how different do we all look? It's a knob here, a power button there, and it's black. That's kind of the way the industry has been. So what we want to do is change things up a little bit. And it was time for a rework anyway. So now the time is to do it. With the popularity of soundbars, and one of the things that's really important in soundbars is the industrial design or the cosmetics of it. We do a lot of consumer studies where we go into people's homes, and you think, okay, it's a long bar, it's got edges and buttons on it, just throw it on the counter. No, consumers really look into that, and they have real strong feelings about the way things look. Mm-hmm. A black box doesn't make a lot of people happy. I hate to say that because it makes me happy. I love black boxes. That's how I've made my career. But
silver box.
Yeah,
silver.
We've had titanium, and we've had champagne, and we've had silver. But it's a way of softening it up, make it a little more modern looking. We find that most people don't touch the front of the receiver and if they do, it's very seldom. And when they're going to the receiver, it's for the volume to grab it down really quick. So we put that there. We took all the buttons off it. So there's soft touch buttons on the right-hand side. There's those scene functions, reset, and then there's a jog shuttle that's on there. But when the unit is off, it's just a nice clean. The display is built in. You can't see what's behind that. The display looks a little bit smaller because it doesn't go all the way across the front of the receiver. So what happens now is when you change a function, it takes up that whole window.
Gotcha.
So it's actually, the text and everything is way bigger than it had been in the previous 10 years of last design. So it's actually easier to read from across the room. So when you change in a function, it'll change, and then for a second, it'll go back down.
Yeah, very cool. So I'm assuming we've got probably some. Isn't this a black box?
Wow.
I saw that. I was just like, yeah, no.
It is.
And these are still AV, right?
Yeah.
Like you said earlier. Okay.
Yeah.
That was a question in there too.
Yeah. So you see the Y-Power, the calibration mic that's in there. This is the entry piece for the new series. again, it's Wi-Fi, it's network, it's all your streaming services, it's voice control. With all, it's compatible with Siri and Amazon and Google, and it does a scary amount of stuff for the price. It probably was less than 8 years ago that this is doing stuff that we had on our high-end piece.
Right.
That's finally trickled down to this level.
Send me the one with the wipeout with all the different mics. That's the one I want. Is there any truth to this question here, or this comment? Wipeout only down. Does EQ only down to 30 hertz?
Yeah, it's actually 31.5, and then until you go up to the advanced, and then we can drop down another octave.
I see.
In the 2080 and 3080. I think the 1080 might be able to go down there, but I know the top two models and the separates will go down to 15.
Okay, got it. So it all comes down to which model you get.
Right?
Yeah,
all depends on what your needs are.
The more you pay, the better it is. Surprise, surprise, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, but think about even the opposite of that. Somebody that necessarily doesn't need all those features or doesn't care about all those features. They're like, I don't want to pay for something I don't need, or I'm not going to use. So maybe for them, it's better to have that cost savings in a entry level, very affordable. There's
definitely true. Yeah,
pretty much anybody can afford it. $600, $400. That's awesome.
Yeah, and like this one right here, we could take out Dolby Atmos and DTSX and give them an EQ down to 15 hertz. But I think for the $600 customer, they'd probably
want that stuff.
Yeah, they'd probably. I mean, that's the guess that that's the research that we do to come up with this. We don't just go, well, this costs too much. Let's take a few of the features.
You're not just throwing components on a wall and be like, which one are we going to keep?
Hey, Croton has some tough questions here for you, but I think they're legitimate.
All right.
Go for it. Do you see some of those, Chana?
He's asking about the web UI.
Well, he's also asking about the shielding and the, stuff was separate before and it isn't now.
I don't think this one was a serious.
It was a while back, actually.
How many flux capacitors on that thing?
UL. I think we use the Canada. See, it's not on that. That's a generic back panel that's on there. I'm not sure we use UL anymore, and it's hard to tell from the pictures on the website.
Well, I chose this picture because this is the 6A, which has 3 HDMI 2.1 ports.
Yeah, but if you look, it's a generic one. It doesn't.
It is.
Doesn't have a model. We get this artwork months before the product because we have to build. My department actually builds the web pages that go up there, so we're building stuff months before the product and photography and all that stuff's even available. So a lot of times we'll get generic images, not for any individual market.
I gotcha.